Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Billionaire Bree checking all the way in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What I am doing here is I am doing a trendy nail set, and this is a set that has been inspired by TikTok and Instagram. More so TikTok, but it's been trending on Instagram as well. And the girl I got the inspiration from, I think her name on TikTok is Sets Like This. I really like her work. It's very immaculate. Very different. I would say that at the least. But anyway, I'm doing a Geode nail set. And the colors I chose for the base is a Cover Pink by Mia Secret. But you really could choose any base. I was honestly thinking about doing a white Geode nail set at first. But I just went on and did the nude base because it was just easier for me to just go ahead and get started on it. So remember, when you are applying the cuticle bead, you want to make sure that it is not too wet, it's not too dry. It's basically the perfect liquid to powder ratio. So when starting off doing nails, I would highly suggest don't worry about the creativity aspects of it, even though I know that that's what a lot of people try to focus on, to try to stay with the trends. And it's okay to stay with the trends, but I would prefer for you to try to have a great foundation and then focus on the trendy designs. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a good foundation, following a trendy design is really not going to do anything for your nails because they're not going to last. Like the goal is to try to get people to come see you like at least every 3 to 5 weeks, So make sure you're focusing directly on your foundation, your liquid to powder ratio, and then focus on everything else that comes after. Moving forward, what I am doing here is I am using the dotting tool, and I am basically carving out the sides, the section of the nail that I'm actually going to have the Geode nail in. The Geode nail design in, and some parts of it I did use a cuticle bead, but not cuticle bead. Some I used, what's that doing thing called? I used a cuticle drill bit. Sorry, it was a cuticle drill bit, and that just like filed out a little bit more of the nails. But yeah, you could just carve it out with the dotting tool if possible. And honestly, when you're doing this nail set here, you want to try to work as quickly as possible, because just in my experience, I would think that it would be easier to go ahead and get the exact nail desired look or the Geode design when the bead is still wet versus you trying to carve it out and the acrylic is super hard, like super dry to where it's ready to be filed. That's just way too dry. Remember guys, when you're doing the cuticle bead, you want to make sure that it's not too wet. You want to make sure that it's not too dry. That's why having a perfect liquid to powder ratio and understanding how to balance the liquid to powder ratio is so important when doing nails, because if you have too much of a wet acrylic bead for the cuticle area, it really can overflood the entire cuticle and that can cause lifting. So it's just best to do your best to try to make sure when you're doing a cuticle bead to at least have like a medium dry bead. So I'm basically just carving it out again with the dotting tool. And I'm just basically doing whatever I feel, how I want it to look. So you don't technically have to do it directly like mine. Just give it that Geode nail effect. And trust me, it will go, it will work out. So it's all about trusting the process. So here I am using the cuticle round bit to go inside where I'm going to use the Geode nail effect at. And this is going to help with the dimension of the nail, and also it's going to help remove the remaining acrylic that's inside of the nail. So even though this is an extra long nail tip, remember to look at the angles of the nails from every side, which is left, right, up, and down. And make sure that you do not have any dips in the nail. And if you do, just go ahead and fill that in with the wetter bead of acrylic. And if you don't have any dips in the nail, then just go ahead and move on and just continue to add the rest of your beads. So you just want to make sure that you're filing each and every one of the nails to your desired look. So this is my go-to bling gel that I like to use on people's nails because it does last long and I never come off, so it works for me. Okay, moving on. So I'm just using my dotting tool to get inside of the crevices of the nail and kind of sort of around the nail where I'm putting the geode effect at. You want to make sure that you're putting it all the way around like where you want your crystals to be. You do not cure this at all. What you do is you apply the next steps, which is add all of the beads. And the beads I am using for this nail set are caviar beads, bling, and I don't know what kind of beads. Oh, AB iridescent beads. So I use 3 different types of beads to create this entire look. So next what you want to do is you want to go ahead and apply all of your beads in there, but you want to do it how you feel. Like me, at first I put the big stones in, and then I put the AB iridescents in, and then I put the mini caviar beads, and then on one nail I put the caviar beads in, no big bling, and the iridescence. So it basically goes based off how you feel and how you want it to be, and just basically, be unique, do your own thing and things like that. And trust me, it will turn out beautiful. Like these turned out beautiful. I will be tuning right on back in when we get to the marble part. Oh, I meant to say, you can cure each nail in between if you would like, but the bling gel should be strong enough to where you can do at the entire hand and then cure the entire hand. But if the bling gel is not strong enough, and if you're not able to use bling gel, due to like financial things or whatever, and you have to use gel top coat, I would highly recommend to go ahead and cure it in between each nail. So we're using this gold gel polish here that I got off of Amazon. And you just want to make sure that you're going around the Geode design. And me personally, I would just carry it in between because sometimes gel polish can tend to overspill and things of that nature. So just carry it in between to just go ahead and freeze the gel polish in the exact area that it needs to be staying in. Now we are adding the Rosy Land blooming gel, and honestly guys, I've got this gel polish blooming gel like 2 years ago, and I had bought it from AliExpress, and it was just cheaper, and it actually gets the job done, and it does the job really well. So if you're trying to save a little coin and you don't mind waiting like 3 weeks for it, then I highly recommend this brand. But you want to just go ahead and apply it all over the entire nail. And after that, you want to go ahead and get your nail art brush and your desired gel polish colors that you're going to use. And you just want to basically go around the geo set. But just put your own little twist on it like how I did. I didn't just basically do it based off how hers was exactly. I kind of sort of put my own twist in it, and it turned out really good. So you just want to make sure. Oh, one other thing, you do not cure this before you apply the other layer of gel polish on top. So when you're applying the blooming gel, you want to apply the blooming gel, and then you want to apply the gel polish on top of the blooming gel. And then after you finish applying the desired look that goes with the blooming gel, then you want to put it inside of the gel lamp. So you basically just want to do this step here for every other nail. And what you see me using here is some pink glitter gel polish. And this also kind of helps get the effects and the dimension into the nail really well. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the remaining of the video. But thank you so much for tuning in, joining in with me. And if you try this look out, don't forget to tag me. If you want to follow me on my IG, it's IG elusive_nails. And tag me if you guys try it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Hope you guys have a wonderful, prosperous day. Bye.